Hello. If you're thinking, wow, she looks incredibly dishevelled for someone doing a room tour, I'm aware. This is editing me jumping in to do an intro because I don't like the intro I came up with. It's pointless and useless and not worth my time. But yeah, this was filmed in March of 2021, which if you're thinking that's a long time ago, it is. I can't edit on time for the life of me. I also filmed this in a massive state of burnout because I was just working on my graduate film, which was 2 hours altogether, and I was making it by myself. If you're thinking that I was not at all stressed, you'd be terribly wrong. Terribly, terribly wrong. So I was burnt out and I wanted to make something, so I didn't really plan this, nor did I put much effort into it. Even though at times it looks like I put effort into it. I don't know how I do that. But there's a bunch of B-roll missing. I don't know why. At one point I talked for like 5 minutes about my plants, and I don't really have that much interesting things to say about plants. Nor is my room that interesting. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I came up with it. I don't know why I thought the orange neon hair was a look. We look at her, we pity her, she's very stupid. But meanwhile, I kind of like this video. It's also not up to my normal standard of filming. And it's something that I feel like is important to put up just because I look at that girl and I just think how dumb she is. God, she's dumb. And also, I did like that room, I did enjoy my time there. Since then, so much has happened. I'll probably explain that in the outro. Can't really remember what I said. But I wanted to explain why there was a bunch of B-roll missing and what is going on. Because I have just transported you back to about, a year and a half in the past. But I do hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy me in the past. I just wanted to mention some things before we got into the video regarding where I am currently and all fun stuff. Firstly, it's March currently, meaning that I no longer live here by the time this is uploaded. My tenancy finishes on the 31st. Secondly, I have had constant issues with the room I am currently in since moving in. For example, the mold, which will feature in this video, as well as things like heating, condensation, obviously mold, things like that. And then with the house in general, there's been constant leaks, hot water failures, all sorts. And I didn't want to present this video like everything is great and okay and I love my room, when the truth is actually I've been struggling with it for a little while now. Part of that obviously is COVID and lockdown and spending so much time in one room. But other bits of it has been just the fact that the house has had so many problems and it's put a lot of stress on me. For example, the layout you're gonna see in my bedroom isn't actually my preferred layout for my room. I obviously had to move my bed because of the mold, which meant I had to change the layout of my entire space, which was so frustrating and honestly kind of concerning because I had to do it all super late at night because I couldn't sleep next to a massive pile of mold. But yes, I didn't want to go into this room tour without being completely honest with you guys. So yeah, here it is, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hi. Are you here for the mediocre room tour because I've run out of ideas? Brilliant, come on in. Hello and welcome to my bed, the home of many a squishmallow and apparently sleep. We're not really sure, but yeah, we're looking on the bright side. Honestly, this space is so cozy and cute. I think that's the only perk of having my bed over here is that firstly, I have the view of the outside, which is beautiful, especially at night. And then secondly, it's super cozy because when I have the lights on at night, everything looks so warm and cute. Or as my friend puts it, it looks like a sex dungeon, apparently. I don't have anything else to add on to that sentence. Also, I have these things, which are my things I hang on the wall because blank wall would be too boring. And we have essential oils, crystal, the heart thing with many a photo of my friends on, and then a lovely gift from my friend Rosie, which is a beautiful painting of mint. It's so cute and adorable and I love this space. Hello and welcome to where I keep my clothes. No, I will not be opening these drawers for you because that's just kind of creepy. But the only real interesting thing is the amount of knickknacks I have on top of it. 90% of them have kind of a purpose, we're not really sure. But yeah, I honestly love this. It brings me so much entertainment. I keep my hairbands in the orange and it makes me happy. It's a super cute space. I have a concerning amount of knickknacks and I'm realizing that more and more. And I'm moving into a smaller space, which makes me sad because I have to get rid of some of the knickknacks. So this area of my room is the side that is entirely dominated by mold. It's where my bed originally was because you get loads of sunlight in the morning. Which woke me up and I didn't have to be in the dark end of my room. But this is the moldy area of my room, so most of it is dominated by this bookshelf thing that doesn't really contain money books. When you think about it, it mostly just contains, again, more knickknacks. Am I a hoarder? We're not very sure. I have this tapestry which goes over this bit of the wall, which you can't see, and I will show you in detail, but it's moldy. Well, it's not moldy. It's where I've cleaned off the mold. The wall just looks bad. There's still mold in the corner because I haven't got around to cleaning it yet because it comes back every 2 weeks-ish and then I have to clean it again. Additionally, we have my altar space, which is super cute and just so vibrant. I love having it on this windowsill just because it feels like I have all the elements around me just automatically, and it's just such a peaceful space. And even if you're like not a practitioner, then I would just suggest having a dedicated space where you can take care of yourself. Hello, you can't really see me because of the lighting, but I don't care. I really like this shot, so deal with it. So this is my desk. I ironically do not do much work here. I mostly work either downstairs, in bed, or outside, purely because I have noticed that I try to not do work in bed, but I end up doing work in bed anyway. So this space doesn't normally get too much work in it anymore. But yeah, I really like this area because again, in the evening it gets just the most beautiful lighting, and I have all my plants here, including like this avo boy, my avocado plant that I managed to grow. Behind me we have my wall of pictures and photographs and bits and pieces. This is the last time I'm going to do this in this style in my room. A, because it's blue tack and it's all stuck to the wall, which means it will leave loads of marks. And B, just because I think I've grown out of this style of collaging and I prefer the style that's next to my bed. I also have some beautiful artwork on there. I think my favourite pieces are the Hamilton postcard where he has a black eye because Hamilton deserves to have a black eye, in my opinion, and my little panda with a city on him. I don't know how you would describe that poster, and I have no clue who designed it. I bought it in first year for my dorm and my last and final. Additionally, I also have my Texas number plate and my hanging jewelry stand, which are my two favourite bits on this wall because I've wanted a Texas number plate forever. I don't know why, I just wanted one. I can't explain it. I just saw this one and I was like, that's the one I'm buying. That's the one. And I bought it with my best friend. And then obviously the jewelry stand is just convenient storage along with a pretty mirror, which I think is super cute. And then we brought on to this final part of my room, which is the mirror space with the chair. The chair I managed to find at the side of the road, and ironically, I know the person who put it at the side of the road. But I got this big mirror when I started my tenancy purely because A, I wanted a big mirror, and B, it gives me the best Instagram photos. The entirety of my Instagram is now mirror selfies from this mirror because I just love the composition.
One eternity later.
So, I slightly forgot about this. And yes, I'm aware I'm not looking in the camera, don't come for me. I slightly forgot about this. Only mildly. I mean, I filmed that in like March of like 2021. It's now May of 2022, so it's a year and 2 months later. She is a completely different person. And by completely different person, I mean I evolved, I grew, I went to therapy. I lived somewhere completely different, away from all of my friends and family. which was kind of good and also kind of a mistake. I can now officially say that I can make friends with pretty much anybody. You throw someone at me, I know what I'm doing. But I really struggled, not gonna lie. A, because I was not prepared to leave uni, and I did, and then I kind of collapsed mentally. The last month of my stay in my accommodation, I wouldn't describe as a nightmare, but was extremely chaotic because I was moving out, because I moved out on May 31st. Then 2 days later, my final film was due and I had nowhere to stay. And then it was a bunch of other personal things happened around that time that were just not ideal. And I was just a little bit of a mess, not because of any one thing particularly, but because I got so overwhelmed that my brain couldn't function. And then I was also leaving Farnham, somewhere that I'd become incredibly attached to, because I'd lived there basically throughout the entire pandemic, and when we moved into our accommodation, I stayed there over summer, and I was one of the very few people who did that. So I basically lived there entirely for the whole 3 years. I moved back mostly because I wanted to focus on my career. That's something I want to do. I definitely needed the year break, but I'm just wanting to focus on my career. I know for me and the career path I'm choosing, something I'm not going to divulge in. Something I'm not going to devour, wow. Something I'm not going to divulge in this video, but my career mostly focuses around more kind of artsy, businessy areas. So, aka London, Bristol, kind of places basically. And so that's something I really want to build on, and just Bournemouth wasn't the place for me to do that. Wherever I end up, it's gonna be 50-50. I have no clue what the plan is. I originally took a gap year because I thought I was gonna go and do a master's, but I now want to do a more specialized master's, which I think a year of work would aid in that. And also I want to find out what particular area of job I am interested in I want to particularly focus on, because I don't know, that just seems more fun and also more relevant. I also hate writing a dissertation. That was horrible. But yeah, I got a 2-1 in my degree. I love how I said that and I didn't know. But I got a 2-1 in my degree, so I did pretty good. I did pretty well. I'm very proud of myself. But yeah, overall it's been a good year. I definitely learned a lot, and it's very weird to watch that tiny person who you just saw, and just see her and be like, oh, you're a very, very dumb human being. I'm still dumb. But she is a very ditzy human being who doesn't know a lot of information. And oh boy, you just wait. You'll do great. I definitely couldn't stand up for myself a year ago. I can now stand up for myself a year ago. I can now stand up for myself. But I can just now stand up for myself in general a lot better than I could before. I'm still not great with conflict, but that is the thing that I have worked on mostly this year. It has been my mental health. I went to therapy. I have a lovely therapist. But I've never been in love with a person, but I have definitely been in love with a place, and for me, Farnham was that place. And letting go of that part of my life was very hard for me. I don't think that makes me anywhere near a negative, that's not a negative thing. And I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of her. Look, she's very stupid. She's not got the growth yet. I'm still growing. I'm still dumb as hell. I still know absolutely nothing. Nothing is in my head. Genuinely, it has got to the point where it is just glitter. Don't ask me how it got there. I just know it's just glitter now. And it always was. But yeah, she's a very strange little person, but she's a very happy little person. And I was very happy in Farnham. I think that's probably the happiest time of my life so far. Because I don't know, just has been. My brain is just I have to justify. No, I don't. But yeah, I'm very proud of her. She's a very small, tiny, stupid little thing. Yeah, anyway. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's not done very well. I filmed it on a whim, I remember that. The lighting's kind of crap and it needs more B-roll because I always forget to plan my B-roll and then I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just take a couple shots. No, plan your B-roll, you dumb human being. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. I've added 10 minutes and 57 seconds onto this before I cut it down, hopefully. Please cut it down. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I eventually will show you the new place that I live in when I move out because I'm not being stalked again. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful life. I'm very excited for this next chapter. Maybe I'll make another video. I won't. I will. I know me. I love creating things. I don't care how many people see it. I just want to create. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you another time, maybe, if this world continues and we don't turn into, I don't know, more viruses.